Hi, I'm Ozzy Osbourne.
In Amsterdam, barely back from Australia?
I got in from Australia yesterday morning at 6 o'clock. I'd been flying for 24 hours. And I haven't slept since I got here, so I haven't slept for about 36 hours now. And it's like I'm in another zone, you know.
You've been doing interviews in Holland from like 10 o'clock in the morning.
I did interviews in Japan, which is like having your brain sucked out of one side of your head and shoved back in the other side. Then I went to Australia, which was okay. It was like, but as soon as I get off the plane, it's like one interview after the other interview. And yesterday they allowed me a day off to walk. It was great to walk around Amsterdam for once, you know, because every time I go anywhere, I never get a chance to see anywhere, you know. So I walked around the coffee shops and walked around the side streets and I got some fresh air. It was great after being cooped up on a plane for all them hours, you know.
Didn't people like recognize you and start talking to you?
A few people, but I didn't give a damn. I just wanted it was good to be. I never go out much.
Do you get to speak to your fans? Because I mean, you have like 65 million around the world right now.
I don't get to speak to them individually, but this is the only way I can correspond with them by doing like interviews. And it's I mean, you're about the 7th interview today, and it's kind of like, oh no, another one. But it's the only way that I get to know what you're doing, and you know, you ask me questions, and I give you the answer to the best of my ability.
How was the first cliche Ozfest tour for you?
It was hard work. I talk about biting off more than I can chew. To do the two shows, my show and Black Sabbath show, was, I thought, this ain't such a good idea, Ozzy. You know, you're not so young anymore. I found it hard work, you know.
But you did it. You pulled it off.
Just about, but I thought 22 shows I can do it standing on my head, but then, I thought, no, here we go. I hadn't prepared for it, I hadn't trained for it, I hadn't done anything. I sat on my backside since January this year, and then all of a sudden my wife said, come on, Ozzy, you're on the road in 2 weeks. I went, what do you mean I'm on the road? She said, I did tell you in January. And the next thing I got to do is this 2 Black Sabbath shows in the Birmingham NEC on the 4th and the 5th of December, which I try and procrastinate, I try and put it out of my mind for a while until it, because I can only concentrate on one thing at a time, and right now I'm doing a world promotion tour for my up-and-coming album, the greatest history of Ozzy, called The Ozzman Cometh. There's one new song on the album called, well, it's an old song, but I never released it till now. It's called Black Sabbath, and there's some interesting early Black Sabbath things called the basement tapes, which are very interesting in the respect that they were recorded before we ever made an album. And the lyrics are different, and it's a live show, but where it was recorded from, I haven't got the foggiest idea.
Could you let me get this straight. You had this attic chock full of tapes and stuff?
That's just correct. My wife said, you know, clean the attic out. We got to get some more space, you know. No. I'm like a hoarder. I never throw anything out.
So you must have like a bootlegger's wet dream stuck in your house.
Yes, I mean, I've got to go through these tapes. It's like sifting through. They're all intertwined and all knotted up. I've got to try and painstakingly unknot them, you know. But
that must be worth a fortune.
I don't know. It all depends. Well, some might be a lot of old dribble. I don't know. But there's about 25, 28 tapes. There's various sizes, you know.
You don't believe in spending lots of money for recording an album, right? No,
but unfortunately, nowadays, to record an album, it is, you know, you kind of, well, you can if you know what you're doing. You can get, you know, you can do it at home if you want to now with these home recording systems. And the quality is just as good. But the problem I always have is that when I make professional demos, the professional demos have sometimes got more of an energy than when you do it on the proper machine, you know. And very often I've done a bit of bouncing from the demos onto the real thing off tapes, you know.
Wow. Did you ever think about issuing a documentary or a movie about all the things you did?
Well, I have done a thing, Don't Blame Me, which is the making of No More Tears and just the way my life is and whatever. But I always find that to do my life history, I mean, I've been trying to write a damn book for God knows how long, but I can't remember so many things. And people say to me, you remember? And I go, oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Because I mean, the only thing I really truly regret is not keeping a diary.
But it would have been impossible with your schedule.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I just have to sit back. I'm dying here right now. I mean, I'm jet lagged to hell. I'm like having a hard time concentrating.
Do you still like what you do, actually?
Well, it beats working in a car plant.
You did that too.
No, Slaughterhouse, I think. Or not?
It beats working for 9 to 5 any day. I mean, at least on my own boss.
Hey, but then if like your manager or your wife says like you have to be there 9 straight in the studio and record your album now and finish it at 5 o'clock.
No, it doesn't work that way.
How does it work?
When it's finished, it's finished. I do get people saying, you're running out of time, and I say, oh yeah, whatever. If I run out of time and I ain't finished, what are you going to do but an unfinished album out?
Now, I guess this must be a standard question, but back in the 70s, nobody expected you to have such a long career, and now it's the 90s and you're still around. How on earth did you manage?
I often ask myself the same question. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, if somebody goes, because somebody equates it and says this and this plus this makes this and this is why you're here, I'll probably go, oh yeah, and fall to pieces on the floor and just never move. I just get on with it, I bless every day that I do it, I mean, it's a labour of love.
Sense of humour, maybe, also?
You've got to have a sense of humour to a certain point, but you've also got to have a serious side. It's a bundle. I'm not any good at anything else. At school I never got any good academic reports. It wasn't my intention to be a rock and roll performer, it just came by accident, and what a great accident that's been,
Will the Ozfest tour Holland as well?
I'd like to, but I don't want to say yes or no, but because it would be great. But things change so much,
So, will you ever play the Dynamo Festival? You know it, Dynamo Festival. It's a huge metal festival in Holland, hard rock festival.
No, I've never heard of it, but yeah, sure I would.
Oh, brilliant.
Have you ever been inspired by punk music, hardcore music?
Well, with the punk music, like most things in my life, I always appreciate it when they've gone. I never appreciate it when they're happening. When they've been and gone, I go, oh, that was pretty good. Why didn't I catch on to it? I always get it too late,
How come the music you made is always upfront and new and innovative, and it always survives? You always sell millions of records from the start.
I don't know, but I'm sure glad.
You never wondered how that came? I mean, you had no radio airplay in the start.
I don't honestly know the answer to that without sounding like a big-headed, egotistical dick, I mean, I just do the best I can, I don't think it's absurd to think that any of us ever go in the studio and go, okay, now I've been doing it for 28 years, let's go in and spend $5 million making a pile of crap, let's make a real bad record for $5 million. Everyone wants the next record to be as bigger than the last. It's human nature, it's what we're doing it for. Everybody wants to, it's like running the race, but saying, I'm going to lose. You want to be the first one across the finishing post every time. And as long as I have a challenge, then I'll continue. If the challenge is no more, then I'll just say, well, I've had my day. But sometimes you hear about people drying up. If I've dried up, then I've dried up. But I've had a damn good run, and I hope I haven't dried up.
You heard the new Stones album?
No, I haven't.
What do you think of them playing?
I think, if you're a Stones fan and you get enjoyment out of them, great. If you're not a Stones fan, don't go.
Is there anybody you haven't worked with that you would really like to work with in the future? No,
not really. I mean, there are people. I mean, I try not to work with too many well-known people because it's ego. I don't try and be anything but an easygoing guy. So it's like I try and keep it as simple as I can. When you work with someone that's got their own head up their ass, and you got to try and pull it down every morning, I can't have that around.
Now, people from 17 to 70 visit your shows. How does it make you feel?
I beg your pardon?
People from 17 to 70 come to your shows.
I don't. Sometimes I look at it and I think, Jesus Christ, man, what is it? Why is it happening? And why can't I be any better than I am? And why am I always putting myself down? And my wife says to me, Ozzy, don't you think it's about time you start to give yourself credit? But I can't do that. I can't stroke myself all the time. I know I'm a known person to a degree, but I think if I ever get comfortable with it, then there'll be something. It's such an unreal feeling for me to feel.
So you how do you look upon yourself? I mean,
I just do the best I can. I'm only human, and I try my hardest to. You can please some, but you can't please all. It's just You know, I just try. I mean, as I said earlier on, I don't go in there with the intentions of making a bad record, but unfortunately, sometimes it comes out the people like certain things more than others, and the tracks very often that you think is going to be the big one that's going to get the airplay is not, and it's something else. You know, or sometimes it's not at all. But I've had a very hardcore underground following.
One more question.
Yeah.
Okay. We checked out the website. It's absolutely brilliant. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't actually, but I'm phoning on a daily basis and give my wife daily upkeeps of what's been going on.
It's totally brilliant. And there's a newspaper printed on it, The Daily Wanker.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Who came up with that?
My office guys. The Daily Wanker.
In the US, they don't say wanker, do they?
No, like jackoff or one of them.
Do you like living in LA, actually?
Yeah, my kids love it. I'll live anywhere. I mean, I haven't lived in. I own several properties, and I've owned some beautiful houses over the years. But I've never lived in any of them. I've always lived. I'm there for a week or two, then I'm off again. You know.